Ashoka Africa has partnered with the Lagos State Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education to incorporate a change-making system into existing frameworks and practices.
Everyone can be a change maker, but our focus in the CT program is youth. We want our young people to see whether it's bullying or whatever the challenges that they're seeing, but we want them to be able to look at it and say, I can come up with a solution for that working with my team, working with my colleagues, working with my peers. So that's the empathy that we're talking about.
Unlike a traditional one-time workshop, this program provides educators with sustained opportunities to co-create change-making experience with their students, ensuring they acquire the skill needed to thrive.
This movement of change-making needs to happen from within. In line with what people across developed or developing nations have done is to look at the schools, change the curriculum, pay attention to the curriculum, so that the young people grow up to become the people who have these values and dispositions.
ZIP Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, Mr. Bayomi Abolaji, expressed his appreciation for this initiative.
Let us appreciate Ashoka, please. We have been so wonderful when it comes to promoting, supporting, enduring legacies. And the best enduring legacy is education. Education imbues the individual. And it's only when individuals are built that a nation can equally develop. Like I say, the development of every nation can easily be known by the education of its citizens. So, for Ashoka to single out education as its own contribution to the society, it means they are contributing to the future of every individual and invariably to the development of any country. Let us appreciate them once again.
The Ashoka Africa Changemaker movement focuses on identifying and nurturing talented young students, transforming them into changemakers, and providing them with opportunities and platforms to develop their skills. Additionally, it empowers these students to teach their peers.
The projects we are into in our schools are climate change and peer-to-peer tutoring. Why are we into climate change? Mostly in Lagos Island, when it rains, everywhere gets flooded. The reason for the flood is waste. People are fond of throwing waste on the floor, which eventually gets into the drainage. And one of the most significant waste is plastic. That's why we are reusing plastic to make something useful.
This change-making skill is what everybody needs to possess, whether as a parent, as an educator, as a community leader, people in government, because what is change-making all about? It's about making a difference in the community where you find yourself. Looking at how you can improve on things. See, the raw materials for change-making are all around us.
I now discover that our students are very talented. I know them before, but after this program, I discovered some things which I'm going to just say under just 2 minutes. I asked them to draw a map from their houses, from their home to the school, and now identify a problem you can within your environment. I need to see how they lined up programs, as in they lined up issues, things that are happening within their environment. Immediately after that, I grouped them into maybe the same group, the same environment, they live together. I said, okay, all of you bring out maybe 5 things that is just similar within your environment. And these children did.
Mr. Ganiu Olatubosun, chairman of the Lagos Parents Forum, says he's optimistic that this initiative will yield positive results.
Lagos Ministry of Education is actually trying, but the resources are limited because every other resources of Lagos cannot be expended on education alone. But with the collaboration with the Ashoka and those of other persons like us, parents that have children in our respective schools, I think it's the work for every partners of Ashoka to put in more effort and make sure that Ashoka doesn't end there. it must continue. And that is what we have just discussed.
We have collaborated with the Ministry of Education to launch the C-Teach program, which is all about preparing students and teachers and faculty and parents with the skills that they need so that change making is something that is a part of the curriculum, is a part of how they go from day to day. By them being leaders by virtue and being in these Changemaker squads, other people will follow them, even if they're not in the Changemaker squad, and that's the goal. We want this to spread and have a ripple effect.
What is already standing out in the Changemaker students, in the squads, is that they are already self-identifying. They're already growing in the confidence to identify themselves as Changemaker. So when they speak, you will hear themselves say, I am a change maker because I understand my role in society. I understand my value. I understand that I can contribute meaningfully from today, not just as a leader of tomorrow, of the future. I understand that I can contribute meaningfully today in addressing some of the challenges, in creating solutions, innovative solutions.
Change making has brought out the best in me. Now I'm also one of the privets in the school. On behalf of me and my squad, we say thank you to Ashoka.
A panel session was held where issues that affect students and the state at large were discussed and strategies were put in place to integrate change making into already existing systems and practices.